Just a Walk with Casper Lee Carter.
Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay then.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Just a Walk. My name is Casper Lee Carter, and this podcast is sponsored by Banana Speakers by the Hanson Brothers based in Venice Beach, California. I'm just telling you guys, these speakers are the best on the market. They're like waterproof, and you can take them to the shower, you can bring them on the surfboard, Bluetooth, jacks, everything. These speakers are just awesome. So let me give you this sponsored thing before we can actually start. I say go to bananaspeakers.com and use the code Casper Lee and you'll save 20% on your first online order. And I'm serious, guys, don't sleep on this. This is amazing. All right, now we can get to the fun part. This week I went on a walk with Jeniffer Locker. And Jeniffer Locker is a female comedian who's like really is a breaking name in the Hollywood industry, I would say. I've been following her on the social media, and it's really amazing because not just that she's a comedian, she also have this special gift where she can like predict the future. So she's like a futuristic comedian, I would say. And we had a really good conversation. We went on a walk in Pan Pacific Park in West Hollywood, right next to the Grove. Beautiful day, sunshine, people were happy, and seems like everything is going slowly back to normal again out there. We see people are like just hanging out and having a good time, and it makes me so happy. So it was perfect. Yeah, we talked about everything and nothing, which is also like the premise for this podcast. I mean, I don't really have any like questions or like, because I'm not a journalist. I'm just a former car salesman who's trying to do this podcast show here. So I'm just very honored that people want to be outside with me and have a good talk. And I feel like me and Jeniffer, we were creating a really good connection. And after I stopped recording our conversation, she's like, yeah, come up to the Comedy Store on Sunset Boulevard and see my next gig. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. She's a great person. Also very deep, I must say. She's very deep and was into astrology and crystals. And I mean, just an amazing human being, ladies and gentlemen. What else to say? I think we've been through the sponsored thing, and yeah, I'm just excited for you guys to check this out. Again, don't forget to check out bananaspeakers.com. All right, let's get to it. Jeniffer Locker. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay then.
I assume you're Jeniffer?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Hey.
Casper Lee Carter. Nice to finally meet you in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just rolling. That's like the premise of this podcast here. I just record in and
okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. You know, you caught me in a moment in my busy schedule to come out and.
Yeah, I can imagine. You must be like the busiest like female comedian in Hollywood right now, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a busy time, creating a lot of merch, and you know, I've really been using this time at home to create, and now it's just go.
Should we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Walk,
yeah, and you know, I try as much. You know, I have a lot of fans, and I, you know, try to nurture that. And
yeah, it's insane because I reach out to you on Instagram, and if you look for like Jeniffer Locker, that's like, how many followers do you have again?
1.2 million.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But
and I didn't buy any, by the way.
Oh, you did not?
No, I did not. No.
Because that's the part of the game now. I mean,
I know, yeah.
People do different like strategies and like tactics to gain more fame and followers. But
yeah, and you can even have a service where you buy followers. but then you also buy that the followers like and comment. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's
no.
the thing. Yeah. No, I don't do that. I want it to be me who answers. So I might not always answer. And obviously there's also people who just write shitty comments.
Oh yeah.
Don't answer that. But yeah. So
I'm of course Casper, and I started this podcast because I've been working as a car salesman for many years, and I recently quit my job because I found out that I'm more into people, like in general.
Good.
I'm so fascinated by people that's like coming into. I was working in Sherman Oaks up there at the dealership there for the same company for 8 years, and great people. I was selling motorcycles, cars, scooters, everything up there, and I was actually a really good salesman. But again, what I was looking forward to every day was like when people came into my job and we had conversations like
your sell pitch to me was good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean I know why you approached me, but like tell me about that. Like why did you approach me?
Yeah, I usually approach people that have like a very special kind of job, and I know you are like famous for like, of course, your comedy, but especially
I'm really funny.
Yeah. But also because you have that special skill, and I see you have a crystal around your neck also.
Oh yeah,
that
you
you have that thing where you can like predict the future, and I like conspiracies. I like everything that's like out in the universe. So I just want to hear like, how did you find your gift?
Oh, you're born with it. You don't, well, I guess you're born with it and then you kind of develop your skill. But I was born with being able to see spirits that would just show up at night. And then you kind of have a conversation with that. It's kind of weird.
So like ghosts and stuff like that? Yeah?
Yeah, and like there's a lot of people who don't believe me, but it's like if you haven't seen it yourself, it's really hard to understand that you wake up in the middle of the night and then there's a woman standing next to your bed. And you're like, hello. The last time that happened to me actually was in my first apartment in LA. And I woke up and I looked at her and I said, I can't deal with you right now. I went to the bathroom, I came back, and then she disappeared, and I never saw her again.
She just vanished in the bathroom. Like, wow. She was telling you did she tell you any jokes, or did she, I mean because you
I knew, well, yeah.
I know what you get. Maybe you got your secrets from the other world. I don't know.
I got a lot of inspiration from other dimensions. I mean, when you have the ability to travel in other dimensions and you have the ability to contact other civilizations, that gets quite expansive and that gets quite exciting.
And I guess you can use that in your comedy too, right?
Oh yeah. And also my view on the world gets very different. You can operate in like, you have your human form and then you have your soul, and if you are really open and have a clear channel with your soul and not just operating in the human form, you are very open to inspiration and help from the other side.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's helped me a lot in my writing. It's almost like channeling, it just comes to me.
Oh, so you write too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I write all my material.
Of course, yeah.
And that's why it's so funny. Like, I don't have people who tell me what I should think is funny.
No, that's right.
Authenticity.
Let me ask you, like, are you like old school, writing hand or a computer? What do you do?
Well, Joan Rivers, she had this cabinet with these little drawers that could fit like little cards in.
Yeah.
And she had a whole thing, the whole wall, written jokes.
No.
In alphabetic order. And she just stored it. So because I saw that once, I was like, and there is something about handwriting, like putting hand to paper and not typing. So I started doing that cue card thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I mean, I'm not as organized as her in terms of having little drawers that has alphabetic order. I'm more like in subjects.
Got you.
Yeah. What's your type of comedy? Like, what makes you laugh?
I like, of course, I would say Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey.
Yep. So quite physical comedy.
Physical comedy. I also like Dave.
Wow, it's happening in LA today.
Oh yeah, it's another typical day. But I bought this new microphone, so this should be very, very tight right now. I think we should be really good. But yeah.
They know I'm here, so they get really
Maybe
excited.
that's it. Yeah. I like physical comedy. To be honest, I find that very interesting.
What do you like about it?
I like when people like to just be open, kind of like you. And you're the first female comedian I mean, you're my favorite. I also like, what is her name? Melissa McCartney, you know?
Oh, yeah, she's funny.
Yeah, she's funny too. And,
yeah.
But you're definitely my favorite because you have that different dimension where you talk about things other people don't. And it makes sense because you can look into the future.
I know, yeah, I can. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like cheating.
No.
Some comedians will maybe say it's cheating.
I don't think it's cheating. I mean, you know, coming back to being born with it, but you still have to nurture that talent. You still have to practice meditation. You still have to practice the connection. Like if you're too clouded and like, let's say you just drink all the time and eat loads of junk food and all of that, excuse me, that fogs your channel, you know, so there's work into this.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the more in tune you get, the more you have to purify your system in all ways. Like that's why, for instance, like my crystal, my evil eye, that's like the spiritual condom.
Oh really?
It's protection.
That's hella fun.
Yeah.
I've seen that evil eye many places.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me the story behind it? Because I think a lot of people would like to know. I just don't know.
Well, the story about wearing an evil eye protects you from bad energies. So if someone like sends you bad energy, it's kind of a shield.
Oh yeah?
And it can kind of throw the energy back to people.
That's what it is. Where is it, from India or something? Or?
I think it's the in the Jewish tradition.
Oh, are you Jewish?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, I was I'm half Jewish.
All right.
Yeah. So that means like my mom
So that means your dad is Jewish?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun because my dad is Jewish and my mom is technically from Germany.
Right.
And they moved to the States many years ago, and yeah, they got married. It was like a long story, but it's
right.
So I will say I'm half.
Well, this is about me, so
yeah, that's true.
We don't have to go into that.
I'm half Jewish, but it's cool, and I just more believe like it's important just to be open-minded and be a good person and have the good values in life, you know?
You have to. I mean, if you just think about how the world is right now, how divided everything is, you know, I try with my humor to lighten things, and then I mix it up with, you know, little messages here and there, because I think that's important. And, you know, as you know, I have a big following, so I influence.
Yeah.
And I don't know the answer to how to end this divide, but I feel like everybody thinks they know.
What do you mean by that?
I thought about the other day, I'm going to do a set on this. I'm going to find the comedic angle on it. But my thoughts behind it is, you know, everybody thinks they know, but how much do you actually know? If you think about it, how much do you actually know for a fact? Do you want me to give you an example?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll give you an example. So I was talking to a friend about the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry interview with Oprah.
That's up right now. Yeah, let's talk about that.
So very interesting interview. And I'm sitting watching it, and again, you know, I can see things, right? So I'm tuning in to the interview. And yeah, I believe it. I work in the industry, so I wouldn't believe for a second that they didn't discuss questions before. You know, little things like that.
But the whole issue with the Meghan and Harry and all that, it was because something with a photo, right? That's where it all started, that she was not on that photo, family photo or something, and it got into this whole race thing, right?
Race thing, and I don't know the full story, but just like she wasn't protected by the royal family. She was asked, because she would get a child of, half color, I guess, mixed race. So they were being quite racist about that. But she was talking about how she was pushed almost to be suicidal, all these kinds of things.
Oh.
So I sat and I watched it, and I'm just saying, like, I don't think Prince Harry and Meghan Markle would go into an interview without knowing the setup. They said that they didn't, but I think that's a little white lie.
Okay.
So I'm not saying like I'm 100%, I'm still aware. But I believe Meghan, what she said. I have no reason not to believe, but that was kind of my gut feeling, right? And then my friend, and also, by the way, I did some comedy in London.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and the press is pretty brutal there.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, they're brutal. They don't care. And if they're sued, they still make money. They're brutal. A lot of lies. But then my friend, who's American, hates Meghan Markle and was so upset that she smeared her in-laws and all this type of stuff. And she got quite heated about it. And then I said, well, we can agree to disagree, right? And then later on, we came back. You want to walk down here?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
this is like a cool football field.
It actually looks very clean. We can tell to the audience right now we are passing a football field here in Pan Pacific Park. Yeah, it's very, very pretty actually, and such a nice day, and we can spot the Grove over here. And
it's super nice.
Do you like the Grove?
I do. Yeah.
What's your favorite store in there?
Oh gosh, what's my favorite store? My favorite store. Oh, I think it's World Market.
Okay.
Because they got a lot of stuff and foreign foods, and it's kind of like they have a little bit of everything.
Okay, cool. I've never been there. Oh.
Well, let me finish the story.
Oh yeah.
Because so, because I think it's important, this particular issue. Yeah, is that so? My friend was at the other end of the spectrum, right? We both had completely different views.
Yeah.
So I said to her, let's agree to disagree. And then we, spent the day having lunch, and then we came back to the subject. And then I said to her, well, it's so funny because in the end of the day, we don't know. We have a perspective of the story. Mm-hmm. We have a perspective on the information we're given.
Right.
But I didn't sit at Buckingham Palace with holding Meghan Markle's hand when she said she might kill herself, right? Mm-hmm. And my friend wasn't there to see if she was lying or not. So we don't know. And I said to her, that's a fact. We don't know because we were not there. And I think right now in the world, there's a lot of things we don't know. Yeah. And I think if people took that perspective a little bit more, they could ease up and we could meet in the middle a little bit more.
But do you think there is a specific answer for everything? Like if we want to know something, do you think we can keep studying and studying? But what is the right answer? Do you think there is?
Oh, you're taking me to another thing now. Well, I'm talking about like facts, like what you know for sure.
Okay.
How the world is right now. One person thinks one thing, another person thinks another thing. We're kind of all figuring out.
Yeah.
But there's very little things that we actually know for sure. But people tend to behave like they know. But they actually don't know 100%. So they can't really... It's just a perspective. It's an opinion rather than that
Could be an example could also be with the whole vaccine right now for COVID and all that. It's like everybody thinks they know, and we actually are really divided right now. It surprised me a lot that I even read the other day that now since so many people are already vaccinated, they don't have to vaccinate the rest of the people, because isn't that crazy? There's no reason to. So everybody who took a bullet for the team, that means now the rest of people don't have to technically, because the virus can't exist or something like that.
Yeah, and then you can discuss, did you take a bullet for the team? Did you do your research? Did you tune in to yourself? Did you check in? Is this right for me?
There's some crazy conspiracies out there, and some nasty people I blocked on my fan site, Casper Lee Carter, on Facebook, if you want to follow.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'll
it's crazy.
So tell me about some theories.
And some of the theories could be that all with this it's gonna slowly makes you more sick over the years. That means every 6 months you have to get a flu shot. Mm-hmm. Just because you will be more vulnerable for diseases and stuff like that, but not for COVID. But I mean, as older as we get, would you mind ask how old are you?
I'm 35.
35. Okay, yeah. I would say as older as we get, we're gonna have to maybe eventually get a flu shot anyway, right? Maybe. Or is it just for really old seniors?
Well, I think that we have come to a place where the individual human has no confidence in their own body and its ability to heal. We have been programmed to be dependent on someone else, something external, to tell you what to do. Where the body is the most incredible operating system.
Right.
Call it that, and if you treat it right, it will support you. So you can go into the conspiracy theory of there is a lot of money in lifestyle diseases.
Facts. Yeah.
That's a lot of money. And I feel like, and that's again, it sounds wrong to say that people are lazy, but because of the lifestyle of just look in America, I'm so fortunate. I'm my own boss. I can take a vacation when I want. I work really hard.
You have a summer house in Africa too, right?
I know. I love my animals.
Yeah.
So I can do whatever I want. But if you are a 9-to-5 person in America, you have 2 weeks holiday, 2 weeks vacation. And sometimes they force you not to take it because you have so much work to do. So there'll be someone else who will happily work with no vacation, and that is such a strain on your body.
True.
So my prediction is all of that is going to collapse,
the whole system. Or
yeah,
but you can also predict things. So that's actually that's
a prediction.
That means what does that mean?
Well, do you know about timelines?
I'm familiar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think there is a set timeline yet. I think we can go a couple of different ways. Again, how this earth was created billions of years ago. They say that how old the pyramids are.
Yeah.
It's coming out now. They're actually a lot older.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we can go into that.
That's even
a pyramid is actually a UFO that can travel, and it has the electrical system underneath. Did you know about that?
I did not, but
Well,
it's still a question to me how they could build that with no machines back in.
Well, it's the ETs who built it.
Wow.
We don't have technology today to build a pyramid, to lift the stones. We don't.
Are you sure?
So are you telling me that they were standing in line and go, hey, ho, hey, ho, right?
Yeah.
Are you telling me there was a row of 200 people who pulled those up? But today, in 2021...
Or maybe they chopped them into small pieces and built them, I don't know.
But it's one stone.
Yeah.
It's tons. I don't know the specifics. I mean, there's so much more.
I like those. That's after 2 a.m. in the night, I become a very good conspiracy guy, because I really find it interesting, and it also scares me a little bit,
Yeah. But I think with anything conspiracy, I think there must be a grain of truth. Because how else was that thought created? You know, when I get predictions, when I get thoughts, it comes out of nowhere. You could say. I know it doesn't come out of nowhere. But then I just have this deep knowing that it's true. And then it happens and I'm like, yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
But in the moment, people think you're crazy. And that's why I wrap it around in comedy.
But
because then people just laugh.
But all these people that say we want proof, and it's like it comes out, and like, oh, we also seen UFOs, but we want proof. People want proof, and
well, then you can say about the wax. You can say, there is no proof that it works or not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're telling everybody to get it, but there's no proof. So then people just call the people who don't get it a conspiracy theorist. But then you're asking for proof. Well, then give them proof.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
And then we come back to, what do we really know? We don't really know.
No, we can only trust and rely on people that are more powerful and have more money than us, maybe.
That's what we've been programmed to believe. But are those people actually good people?
We can only believe they have good intention, but Hitler also said he has good intentions.
Well, there you go. Are we repeating history?
Do you actually know that Hitler and Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden, they also have the same astrology sign?
Oh, I'm not surprised. To me, that
just a little fact for you.
Quite fun fact. Quite similar traits.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, they have similar personality traits.
I mean,
Are you into astrology?
I kind of want to be more and more.
What's your star sign?
I'm Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
October 27.
Nice.
Born 1983.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what sign are you?
I'm Taurus. It was just my birthday. We're in Taurus month.
Oh, okay. Should I say happy birthday?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and all my fans were amazing. You know?
Oh, I can't. You must probably have got fan mail for like weeks, right?
I'm still looking into it. Like, my agents have it. Or my manager.
Who came up with your middle name, the thing Butt? Because Jeniffer Butt Locker, Butt is not like your real name. It's a stage name, right?
Right. Well,
It's because you say, Butt all the time, or why is it?
Yeah. Locker, luck, but luck.
That's why.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I think there's like a lot of people, they assume it's because of the butt, but it's like there's
of course they always, because of the Kardashians, it also always goes to the ass.
Yeah.
It's not always about the ass. I work on my ass. I like it to be nice and perky, but it was more on the butt luck.
Butt luck. Okay.
And then I like the idea of some people say, oh, you're always so lucky. Well, do we create our own luck?
We definitely create our own reality, right?
Yes,
and
I believe that.
But I also believe that luck has something, like, it's something you can't predict. But can you predict luck? Like, do you know, I'm going to get lucky today?
Yeah. I mean, you have to understand, in predictions, sometimes it's a feeling, sometimes it's a thought, sometimes it's an image. I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, wow, like something really good career-wise is gonna happen today. I just feel it. And then again with predictions, because of timelines, because they say everything happens simultaneously.
Okay, yeah.
So everything happens at the same time. So you being 5 years old is happening now.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Mindfuck.
Wow.
It took me a while to get around that concept. So again with predictions, sometimes it can be hard because with time doesn't exist in the universe. The human form created time, but time doesn't exist.
So what you're saying is we have more than 24 hours
Yeah, because time doesn't exist. The human created a form.
Hello. We are making a podcast today. We say to the audience, we're out here. We see two very nice ladies with a cute dog. I'm Casper Lee Carter. This is called Just a Walk.
Just a walk. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You want to take my picture? I'm 69.
Are you 69?
Wow.
Look at that.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes.
We get a little dance here. I love that. Such a beautiful day. Have a good one. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, how lucky can you be? Maybe that was luck.
She was dancing.
Yeah, she was literally booty shaking for us.
Yeah.
What a gift.
Yeah. It's such a nice day. Did you grow up in LA or did you come here as a kid?
I'm born here. Yeah, I'm born up in the valley. Yeah.
All right.
So I grew up up there.
Hot Valley.
The Hot Valley, and high school, middle school, and then I was like into like sales mostly, and then I ended up at that car dealership in Sherman Oaks, but now
was your dad into cars and stuff like that?
My dad, he was a teacher, so
all right.
Yeah. My mom was a nurse. It's like very basic, and no siblings. So I've always been like a little like a loner, and I kind of like want to. Yeah.
I think you're gonna get big on this podcast.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing something here.
I hope you're right, because I've been walking with a lot of people so far, and I mean, it's interesting because especially nowadays something happens when you walk outside instead of sitting inside of a dark studio, and I like
it gets
that.
so formal.
Yeah, and also
that's what I liked about you.
You can look around, and we don't have to look in each other's eyes 24 and be like, oh,
that could get a little awkward.
Yeah, and it's also because of COVID right now and everything. It's like we are outside. It's safe. It's good, and it's a no-brainer for me because
I laughed when you wrote me that you were following all the COVID guidelines.
Oh, good. Okay. Good.
I mean, I know you're not union yet, but I was like, okay.
Yeah.
He's onto something, this one.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm just like trying to doing my best, and I've been lucky to have a few sponsors on the podcast so far. We have this week is actually called Banana Speakers.
All right.
And it's some soundproof, like waterproof speakers, very amazing. You can use the code Casper Lee on bananaspeakers.com and get 20% off your first order. But this was like little content.
Well, they should give it to me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll talk to them. Do you like movies?
Love movies.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh boy. I like so many things, like music. I don't have a genre.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
You like all of it?
I do.
Okay, but
I know, yeah. So, what is my favorite? Do you know you mentioned Melissa McCarthy?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, Spy.
The movie Spy?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched that one. No.
Oh my god! If you're a fan of hers, I mean, I know I'm like, your biggest idol, but like, that's funny.
Okay. Yeah.
She's funny in that. So for comedies, I think that's like up there.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I really like Hairspray with John Travolta.
All right.
And
do you like to dance?
Yeah. I like to watch people dance.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so colorful, and I think he's. First, I watched the movie. I thought he was a woman.
Right.
Yeah, I thought he was literally a female.
A woman.
And I was like, oh my god, this is John Travolta. Oh my land, and
right.
It was really, really good. So, and I also like the Bride of Chucky, the horror movie. So it's two very different.
All right, a friend of mine was in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, scary. See, I just read this thing because I guess there's a new Saw movie coming out.
I saw that trailer this morning.
I think that is horrible for humanity to create movies like that.
What number is this? Like number 12 or 13? But I saw Samuel Jackson was in it. There's like...
That's such a cute dog.
And we see so many dogs. We're making a podcast today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Just a Walk with Casper Lee Carter. Yeah. I don't know why I'm saying all the time we're making a podcast, but I just think it's people...
But you know what? You're promoting yourself. You're starting out. I get it. Like, they obviously recognized me and got a little shy, but...
Yeah, but...
I'm used to that.
It's okay. It's at least we don't have any like chasing here right now. It's like...
It's pretty quiet, so it's good.
But yeah, back to the movie. It's like you're right. I was obsessed with the first Saw movie. I think that's the best since 7. Maybe it was so good. The very first Saw.
I've never watched it. Was it as gore as the other ones?
The other one was more like it's pathetic. It's like it's ridiculous because you're like milking the cow so hard that it's like, okay, this is. If you can go on that premise, it's fine. But the first one, there was just like something original in that one.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Because isn't it his thing that the victims has to make a choice?
Have to make a choice, yeah. And because they've done bad actions themselves in the past, or
Right.
so they have to pay for what they've done and show how much they want their lives. Because I remember the first movie, there was a girl, she's a junkie, she's trying to kill herself multiple times, but if she actually getting the choice, do you want to die or not? She'd rather survive, you know. That means like she's fighting for her life. There's so many like cool little things, but it's just got, it's like money
Yeah,
machine.
I saw this, I think it was like a top 10, top 8 about the worst cases I guess the killer put the victims through.
Yeah.
That was horrible. It's just like I have a hard time understanding people who watch it.
Yeah. But it's like,
But I guess it's like,
same with people who watch Lord of the Rings. It's a different group of people, right?
yes, but they're not seeing people having their heads chopped off.
But they
In
do it in Game
torture.
of Thrones, right?
I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, me neither. I didn't.
I watched 3 episodes and then I was like, this is too violent. I'm comedy.
You comedy,
I want to
yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like a good rom-com or drama and get some tears out, but yeah. I don't feel like there's a lot of good rom-coms out now. You know, the 90s had
Ben
some...
Stiller, all those.
Yeah, had some good rom-coms. Yeah.
Do you have any? Are you in a relationship now?
No.
No. Do you want to have
I
kids
might
one
be.
day? Do you want to have kids one day?
I don't know.
Do you like kids?
I love kids. Kids love me. Kids and dogs love me, so I must be a good person.
And do you have any dogs now?
I have 3.
Oh, what's their names?
We got Millie, Molly, and Mama.
Millie. That's almost like a little tongue twisting game.
Exactly.
Wow.
Millie, Molly, and Mama.
Rescue dogs or?
All rescues. I have no idea what breed they are, and they're all different sizes and shapes, and thank God, like 90% of the time they get along. You know, sometimes we need a little family meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I got to sit them down, be like, okay, guys, you need to calm down and, treat your, sisters properly. We have a little chat. I do believe you can communicate with animals, Just tune into them. I give them a look and they know Mama is not happy. Like the other mama, the grown-up mama.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can you speak like dog language? Is that what you're saying? Like almost?
Well, sometimes I try. It seems like they understand.
Okay.
But, yeah.
C'est juste pour vous dire que Laurent, il a dit sur le
We have
groupe que c'est lui
he must be.
He's French.
If you look at his, he's like you
I
can
speak
tell
some
that he
French.
has like a big backpack and.
Oh, yeah. What is that
And he's
zipper?
like cool Nike outfit. He's like really
He's like super hip.
like he's going far.
Yeah, he's like a hip Frenchman.
Okay, I am going to Santa Barbara now, just walking or something.
That's far.
Yeah, he looked like he could go for it, right?
He really looks like he could go for it. And those Nike sneakers.
So
with
fresh.
that-
They're so fresh. They're like so shiny.
You're
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you should work on that.
Do you think I should go on an open mic one day and maybe just?
I mean, come on, let's, face it. Start small.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, would you be willing to jump into it?
See, I don't know. That would be a big step for me. But I would say, like Justin Bieber used to sing "Never Say Never," and I think that's one of
You're
them.
a fan?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Justin Bieber.
He
and
dances too.
Yeah, I know I can't sing, but I like to do phrases from Justin Bieber. I want to wrap my arms around you and never let you go. That's the new song.
I think you're a
Peaches.
bit of a romantic too.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's such a handsome guy. So yeah. And
Well,
that song I just was Peaches, the new one. Have you heard that one?
No.
Okay.
I mean, after what he did to Britney Spears, I kind of cancel him a little bit. I support my soul sisters.
Oh, you think Justin Timberlake, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Didn't you mention? Wasn't it?
That was Justin Bieber, but the same.
Oh, Justin Bieber.
Same.
Bless Justin Bieber.
Same. You know. Yeah. Justin Timberlake, I feel like he's kind of annoying because he can do everything. He can do everything.
Yeah.
It kind of pissed me off a little bit.
I mean, he kind of ruined Britney Spears a little bit, and then Janet Jackson with that boob thing.
Oh yeah, but that was planned.
It
right?
was, yeah, but he came out and said it was an accident. He didn't support her.
Oh.
Yeah,
But I
he's
remember
come
that.
out now with an apology after the Britney Spears documentary.
Oh yeah, the one on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like that one?
Yeah. I mean, what I find so interesting about 2020 is that how many revelations that came out. And I kind of knew this
Yeah.
already.
You already knew.
So
probably.
I wasn't
It's like-
surprised.
But Jennifer, what is the next thing that's gonna happen? Can you say it to me? Let's go up here. My car's parked up here.
Okay.
What's the next big thing that's gonna happen? I mean, can you tell or will you not tell?
I think we're going to see a lot of changes. I feel like, well, what I'm seeing is that we have a little bit of a silent before the storm. Mm-hmm. And I think there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to be happy with the current system. So you remember we had all the protesting in 2020?
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot more of that.
I thought you were saying something. In 6 months from now, there's gonna come like a huge snowstorm over LA or something crazy. Like dinosaurs will come back or something. No, but it's like protesting would be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see dinosaurs, unfortunately.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, they were wiped out by the human race.
No sea monsters, nothing that's gonna.
No, but do you know about the civilizations that lives in underground tunnels?
No.
And in the ocean? In the ocean, they're called aquafinas.
Are you kidding me right now?
No?
Aquafinas. I have to look into that.
Yeah.
Do you,
And then you have the reptilians that lives in tunnel systems underground. So the earth is actually kind of hollow. So the further you go in, there are civilizations living in there. We are co-living with them.
interesting.
So don't believe
Interesting.
I'm saying that, and I hope you get a lot of followers who will hear this. Mm-hmm. The whole disclosure about ETs, they mean no harm.
Okay.
But there is an agenda to create fear again, that they are coming not in peace. But they have been here since we were here. And they could have, with their technology, they could have wiped out every single human on the planet in a split second. But they have this laser technology that they have reversed from crafts that have crashed. So humans have the technology. And they want to send it, they already have sent it out in the universe. It sits in the satellites, weapons to destroy. A satellite could actually get exactly where we are and take us out
No.
with laser technology. Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
This is so
don't.
much.
So aliens come in peace,
Okay.
and
good
they're
to know.
looking at all of us like we're a soap opera. They're so entertained with what we're doing here because it's kind of crazy. You know,
Fucking
we
crazy.
should all just love each other and get along, right?
You're absolutely right. But couldn't.
But they
we-
live in a different consciousness, so they're much more evolved.
So they're aware of us, but we're not aware of them.
Oh, we're aware of them.
But we
the,
can't see
the
them, right?
governments are. Yeah.
Ah.
They have all the documents. They are also in contact with them. Elon Musk is in contact with them, I'm sure. Again, what do we really know? This is just a feeling.
Elon Musk is in
Bill
contact
Gates
with
is in
them.
touch with them.
Maybe Barack Obama was.
Yeah. But here's another thing. So there is the government of the defense But then there's a sub-government organization that deals with contact of extraterrestrials. And they actually don't always tell the presidents the truth.
Oh my God.
Because they don't want them to know the truth fully.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for sharing all this information.
Yeah, you're
this
welcome.
is like, it's so good content. I mean, it's literally gold. And I would say, yeah.
Well, I'm glad.
I'm parked over here, and I was saying,
well, this is the time of the day where
I think my car is gone. Maybe someone. I used to park right here. Now you see the spot is empty. Oh no, that's not good.
Did you? Oh, okay. This is weird.
Yeah, I was used to drive a black Honda. So this is whoa, but what an action on this ending of this story. But
I know, yeah.
Well, I'll find out. I'll find my way home. But Jeniffer, thank you so much for being on the show.
You're
I
so
really
welcome.
really
You're
appreciate
welcome,
it.
yeah.
And
And I'm glad that I could, treat a fan today to a talk.
maybe
I'd
you
like to
can
do that.
maybe you can predict where my car is. That's I
think you need to call the police.
Yeah,
That's
I think
my prediction.
I'll just call 911. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jeniffer, so much. Have a good rest of the day and good luck. And where can we see you next time?
I will be at the Comedy Store.
All right, we'll look at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Thank you for Jeniffer. Thank you.
And I'm gonna have my Netflix special next year, so you can catch me there.
That's fire. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's. Okay then.
Jeniffer Butt-Locker, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a nice woman. And what a great day and what a great conversation. It's just so interesting what she's talking about. I can't believe it. It's boggling my mind. I don't know why I had to speak British or trying to do that. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. It was so like intriguing and like exciting, and like I'm just so glad that the world has people like Jeniffer Butt-Locker, and thank God for that. I should have. There's so many questions I wanted to have asked her. Like even like, can you tell me a joke, or can you watch? Who's the biggest star you ever worked with, or so many other questions. But the time runs fast, and I also found my car for your information. So the police found my car. It was parked in downtown Los Angeles near Skid Row. So I don't know how someone was like, but I found my car. It's all good. Point taken. This week's episode of Just a Walk was sponsored by bananaspeakers.com and produced by Home Jump Production. I can't wait to go on another walk with a new, exciting human being very soon. I hope you guys take good care of yourselves, stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you soon.
Am I wrong?
Bye-bye.
No. Am I wrong? Yeah, let's. Okay then.